Hey guys, and welcome back to Elley Knows Rocks. I am near the Whipple Mountains in California, and I am looking for petrified wood and pink chalcedony and possibly pink chalcedony roses. We've taken the side-by-side out here. I have been driving all around with Dan to try to find this stuff. We finally just stopped here because we saw a weird pipe over on the hill over there, and this is not in the indicated area that said that Chalcedony could be, but I started looking around and I was finding stuff on the ground. So we'll see if we can actually find something here. Thank you so much for being part of this adventure, and let's go see what we find.
This is the book I'm using for today's trip, and I wanted to go to site 67, which is Whipple Mountain, Chalcedony. So flipping to the page, it's very vague. It is in the California side of the lake, and it's very, there's the junction, very vague, rough, sandy wash. So there we go. This is kind of what we're looking for right here. There's stuff all over the ground. A big chunk of it right there. Huge one right here. This guy. It's really, really pink in color. This one with the red stripes through it. That one's really difficult to see on this landscape. You can see how they all the rocks are very, very similarly colored. So looking for chalcedony roses. Oh, look at this one. Like, this is the type of area where you can find petrified wood too. Gosh, this has been out here for so long. It's got that big old layer of caliche around it. All this. And there's this one. There's also these little like cactuses out here that are not fun. Wow, look at that. That's a pretty one. It's really pretty. Dan is looking for stuff. No. And it's real difficult to see things on the ground. Oh, there's a cool little piece of stuff. Looks like a piece of petrified wood. Come on, focus. Could also just be chalcedony. That's just a piece of iron stained quartz, but regardless, it's chalcedony, whether it's was wood or not. But the little crystal guys in there make it look really neat. Nice and shiny. We're looking for some roses. Yep. Oh, really? Ooh. It is random. Coming. I'm walking.
There was something here before.
Oh, with those metal things in the ground?
Maybe I found it on this little hill here.
Oh, yeah. That's, oops, beautiful. Pink chalcedony. Some there's chrysocolla.
There's some stuff by my foot, and that thing's all green.
Wow.
Anders, come here.
That's brochantite. That's chrysocolla. Let me see the pink one. this, that's more of what we're looking for. Huh.
But it's like super, why is it here? It's random.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah,
cool.
but look around, you're about to step on another one.
Wow. That dark red ones?
Malachite.
That's really pretty. It's because there must have been mining that old nail. But look how beautiful. This is really random batch of minerals out here. Like this. Really pretty chrysocolla. Interesting host rocks. Look at this guy right here. See the banding on it? That really pretty, like botryoidal, almost druzy quartz, but kind of orange. Harder to see. Super sparkly. Really pretty part of a very sparkly rose. Little Chalcedony with terminated quartz crystals. It looks cool. And it's just laying here in the desert. There's no particular source. It could be that mountain. Most likely that one because of the lay of the fan. It's super, super random though. Huh. Funky little rocks. Oh, that's pretty.
Finding a source is nice.
This one's cool. Really neat multicolored Chalcedony. It's almost like a jasper, a multicolored jasper, because you can end up like using this for like flint napping. There's another piece. Oh, here's a bigger piece of something. Now this right here, oh gosh, it kind of almost looks like petrified wood. A little bit. Very well could be. A lot of these places out here in the desert, there's a bunch of petrified wood that pops up. It's very selective. Like we were just there, nothing, little wash, and then on this little mound here. Ooh, there's a big one. Check that out. Ooh. This is almost, you're looking for big old pieces of pastelite, but this is not pastelite. This is like cool Chalcedony. Really multicolored. That's what, like the texture, the feel of it, the way it looks, it's really making me think that it's wood. Okay, this guy in the light sparkles a lot. Check that out. Nearly walked right over it, but the sun was hitting it just right. Look how pretty that is. Wow. Really, really beautiful, that one. All right, this guy is a big old flattened piece right here. But oh gosh, I don't know. Look at that color. There's a good chance that it's, you know, just a seam of like a, you know, Chalcedony. Again, Chalcedony, chert, jasper, flint, pastelite, agate, they're all made up of the same thing. Ooh, that one's cool. Look at that, multicolored. I'd bet that this is petrified wood. This one. Because petrified wood's gonna look the exact same thing. It's made up of, you know, again, jasper, chalcedony, agate. those kind of things is made up of microcrystalline quartz. So you get all of the same patterns, same colors. Oh, look at these. This one and this one. Wow. So abundant in areas. That looks very, very cool. Wow. Oh, ouch. I think though, you could hear Dan in the background. I think we are going to take off, get going to a different spot just to see. Oh, that definitely looks like petrified wood. For sure. I think we should get going to hopefully head to a different spot. And fingers crossed we find something else. So we've looked through some things here and been collecting some stuff, but we're going to head off to a little bit of a different spot closer to the truck. And my hair is like awesome today. Oh my gosh. Like I tried to put it back in a ponytail and I forgot my hat. So this is what I'm working with. It's like all staticky. Anyways, so we're heading to a different location to see if we can find something else. Ton of just different prospect pits everywhere. There looks like there's a little stake beside each pit. So far though, there's nothing in any of the pits. I've stopped by a couple of them and they're just kind of pointless to look in. Some of them are much deeper than others, but they're everywhere out here. It's like there was mining, but not. Here's a little rock cairn. Ow! And there's a jar in there, so it might have something in it that indicates what's going on here, or if this is claimed. So let's look quick. Ooh, it's squeaky, and whatever it is, oh, a lot of water in it. And so, kinda, you wanna look? Just in case for me, because I'm holding the camera. Let me see.
It's a clay marker, but
Aw, bummer.
how are you gonna get it open?
We're not, but I mean, that's what they do. This is an older one for sure. ROADO. The only thing I can see. Dump out the water, but we'll put it back and stuff. But it's always cool to find little things like that. Sometimes you can actually see when the claim was, what it was for, that kind of stuff. Because I guess, and geez, maybe copper, maybe gold, based on just the kind of the stuff that we saw. It's a little bit crazy, but I'll put this back. Come on. Hang on, I'm trying to get it back in there. There we go. And we'll just stack back the rocks and leave it alone. Look at that. Can you see it? A bright orange guy right there. Super cool looking. Dan's driving the side by side up the hill to check out a little area, but oh, it's not really buried that deep. Wow. Look at that banding. Woo! That's like the fanciest piece I've found today. Look how pretty that is. Wow. Oops. That's pretty neat looking. And now I don't have a bag because they're all up there. Like, it's been really hit or miss. Like, the areas are not that great in comparison to what it should be. Interesting little guy. Another, like, interesting piece of, like, quartz. Nothing spectacular. I was really, really hoping for, like, some good pink Chalcedony roses, not just big old chunks of, I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong. It's just not just big old chunks of Chalcedony. I wanted, like, the actual roses, man. It's a Cool little bit of Chalcedony, some color. Got like a druzy piece right here. That pink with the sparkly quartz crystals. They look cool. I'm kind of bummed right now because this is starting to be a bust. And usually I do really well with looking in those books and everything to try to find the areas, but some of them are so vague that they just weren't vetted properly. I hate being defeated. The mountain has defeated me. Here is everything that we found. I hope you can see the bright pink color in a lot of these. As much as I like to complain that I was defeated, it's not a bad haul because I am picky, but I think that's the best one right there. This orange one, the last one that I found. Very pretty banding in this one. And then of course, this orange one had amazing banding. Very neat. Use a lot more cleaning up. This is the only Chalcedony rose that I found, but we did find very pink, almost pastelite Chalcedony. This is the haul, and it's gonna go in my rock garden, and eventually some of it might be squished, and I will be putting it into my rock tumbling bags of rocks that I find out and about, and I'm going to sell them on my Etsy. So if you guys are interested in those, go check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I so appreciate you guys joining me. Thank you for being part of this adventure, and I'll see you on the next one.